Alright guys, today we're going to be talking about something that's a little bit older news. Not super old news, it's about like 3 or 4 days old at this point. But I noticed it on my timeline and I was like, you know what? That's pretty interesting. That's pretty interesting move that the Panthers made. And the move that the Panthers made was they signed their offensive tackle Taylor Moton. I think it's how you pronounce his name. Taylor Moton? I'm not really 100% sure how to pronounce his name. I think it's Taylor Moton. But they signed him, whatever it is, they signed him to an extension, a 4-year, I got it right in front of me, let me look at it, a 4-year, $72 million extension that includes $43 million guaranteed. So they just signed their franchise tackle. What they presume to be their franchise left tackle to protect Sam Darnold. Now, I have been a fan of the Carolina Panthers over the years. They have a decent offensive line. It's never been the greatest, but I've got their offensive line right in front of me. They've got Greg Little, they've got Dennis Daly, they've got Matt Paradis, they've got Pat Elflein, former Buckeye, and they've got Taylor Moton. It's not the greatest offensive line in the world, but it's decent enough to keep the pressure off of Darnold for the most part, and it is enough to maybe ease some of the pressure mentally, not just the physical pressure like I just mentioned, but some of the mental pressure off of Sam Darnold, because this season is kind of make or break for Darnold. I mean, he's getting a fresh start in a new place, in a new team in Carolina. Is he going to be the Sam Darnold of old? Is he going to be the New York Sam Darnold? Or is he going to be a new Sam Darnold? I've talked about this in the past. I've done a couple of videos on Sam Darnold and how I feel like his season's going to go. You can go back and watch those if you want to. But this video is about Taylor Moton, or Taylor Moton, however you want to pronounce his name. Doesn't matter. Well, I guess it does matter to him. But I think this is a good move for the Panthers. It's not a crazy amount of money. There's definitely been offensive linemen of higher caliber and of lower caliber that have signed bigger contracts, bigger extensions than this. So, and I think that Taylor Moton is a very good offensive tackle. I would probably put him top 10 offensive tackles in the league, if not maybe top 6. I'd have to take a look at some of the best offensive tackles, and I can't think of some off the top of my head, but I would probably give Taylor Moton a top 10 spot in that list. So, depending on how he plays this year, is it going to be a good move? I think it might be. I think it might be a good move to lock up a quality Pro Bowl offensive lineman to a roster and to an offensive line that's shaky at times, it's spotty at times, but it's quality enough to protect Sam Darnold and give him some time. Because I feel like the Panthers are going to be a decent team this year. They might not be a playoff team, but they could be competing for maybe that last wild card spot. Maybe. That's at their best. That's if Sam Darnold is going off on this amazing season. That's the only way they even sniff a wild card spot, is if Sam Darnold absolutely has a crazy season, because they've got return of CMC. Christian McCaffrey's coming back. Presumably, he's going to be healthy the whole season. That's what Panthers fans hope is going to be the case, that he's going to be healthy the whole season, because he missed a lot of games last year. They've got Robbie Anderson still. They've got a decent amount of weapons on the offense, mainly Christian McCaffrey, for Sam Darnold to work with. I think they can get this done. Obviously, they're not going to get past the Buccaneers, or maybe not even the Saints. Probably not even the Saints, depending on who their quarterback is. But it's a good start. The Panthers are a weird team because they're kind of like in limbo almost, if you know what I mean. Like, they're not a really good team, but they're not a really bad team. They're kind of in no man's land at this point. They're kind of just eh. Like, are they good? They have the potential to be pretty good if everything falls right. Are they gonna be good? I don't know. I kind of hope that they do, for their fans' sake, because, I mean, they were just in the Super Bowl not too long ago, And they've been in the Super Bowl twice in their existence, and they've lost both times. And so, for their fans' sake, I hope that they can get something. Maybe Darnold is the guy, maybe he's not, but they're gonna have to find something out, because if they sign Taylor Moton and this doesn't work out, then it's just back to the drawing board, and they can't afford to go back to the drawing board again. And I'm not saying that Taylor Moton is a make or break decision. Yeah, it's gonna hurt their books a little bit. I mean, it's not the worst contract in the world, like I mentioned, but it'll still eat up a lot of money if it doesn't work out for Moton. Maybe he gets hurt. Maybe he just doesn't pan out. I don't know. He's proven to be pretty solid in the first couple years of his career, so I'm assuming based off past performances that it's going to work out, but I don't know. Let me know down below what you guys think, if you think this is a W, if you think this is an L, and also let me know down below what you guys think Sam Darnold's going to do this year. Do you think he's going to be really good? Do you think he's going to be pretty bad? Or if you think he's just going to have an okay season? Let me know down below. I'm curious about what you guys think about that. So that's going to do it for me. Thank you guys so much for stopping by and watching. Make sure to smash that like button, notification button, and the subscription button as well. Join the Juice Club, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.